Hi, not long ago, we did Arwen's tarot tag, which was really fun. And then I showed my first ever tarot, and Tom Benjamin contacted me and said, "Oh, wouldn't it be fun that we all showed our first tarot?" And then we started talking about it. And I thought, let's do a first, the last, and the always. So I hope you will join me. Um, my first tarot, I was, I think I was 15 or 16. Around that age, when you're a teenager and you start getting interested about different things. And I was in a small town in the French Alps and browsing through books, as you do. And then I saw this book in French by a French Canadian psychologist called Denise Roussel, and it was called The Psychological Tarot Mirror of Yourself. And I loved the cover. And then I opened it, and it showed many cards with different projections, you see, and different psychological projections with the cards. And I thought, oh, this is a great book for some reason. Um, so I got the book, and then next to it was this pack that she uses a lot. She uses a lot of different tarot, but this, I think, this was the tarot that triggered this book. So I have it in a special made box because it's falling apart. It's very, very old. And it's called The New Tarot Deck, which obviously is not new anymore. And it was sat next to the book like that on a shelf. And I thought, well, if I want to use this book, I might as well take the cards. But the name tarot didn't quite register. To me, it was a tool that I was going to use with the book. Like you use dice to play a game, or that was that. So let me show you. It's an independent American deck. This is the second edition, 1974. That's the booklet. Right. I have to be careful because there. So where all the cards are depicted. So it's a black and white deck. It's a smaller size compared to that card. Let's see. That's a standard size. So yeah, you can see it's really a playing card size. And it's just absolutely an amazing tarot. So for example, the Three of Swords. And from each card, to me, you can oh yes, there's nudity on it. It's a bit crude. It's what are their names? Sorry, Jack Horler and Hurley and Horler. It's a Californian independent deck. And well, it's just it does everything in it. Look at that. There's geometry. Look at that tower. So for the time, there weren't many independent decks about. It's a very base chakra deck, and at the same time, I find it extremely esoteric too. I want to show you one card that, let me see, that for me, well, there are a few cards actually, isn't there always? So I've just shown you one. This one. This card I got in a reading. There was this French lady using this tarot, and she said it was a portrait of me on this earth, and we talked about it for a long time, and that was so insightful. Other cards, well, I like them all. It's not that, I like or not the cards that like talk to me like crazy. There, the Five of Wands, which I'm doing, I'm doing work on my base chakra, and to me, oops, this is absolutely related. It's like going in a pile of, and moving it. And unloading and purifying and just absolutely fantastic card. There are some crude cards. This one too. When you feel like this, where you're a bit unstable, yet the structure is fine, it's just you're not comfortable in that structure, and you're trying to keep your balance. And that could be a work card, for example. You have the meditation cards. So they are numbered like tarot. And look at these two. To fend off the invaders. They used to use oil in castles, didn't they? Hot oil to pour on people who were attacking the castle. I mean, that's quite a powerful image. There's Vikings, it's multicultural. It was really quite, the sun, right? It's not, for everybody. And if you get this deck out, you need to be pretty sure what you're going to talk about, because some pictures, there's a blank card which is not white anymore, as you can see, it's all moldy. But I managed to find a third edition that I'm keeping. And when this one falls apart, because that's the one I use when really I can't use it anymore, I still got the third edition. It's the only tarot I've got two of, but I have a good reason. This is not overbuying. What is this too about working together? Teamwork. If someone asks you about teamwork, about work, they applied for a job, how is it going to go? Isn't that great teamwork? Now, if it's reversed, it means you're going to do everything on your own and there's no team there. I like this one too. You're giving everything away, and you need to know more about self-love. Well, it's endless. What I could say about it. Obviously, I'm not doing a reading, so I can't project everything in it. But I love that Fool. The crystal ball one I keep getting. So as I said, it's multicultural. People are often naked. The Ten of Swords is extremely scary. You feel like you're gonna be beheaded. That's how they used to be dressed before they'd behead a king in France. Yeah. This is my Egyptian. So you can see there's like many different cultures and everything. But yes, it's a little bit crude. There's a lot of naked people, and it's not, they haven't made it pretty, but I absolutely adore it. This is my, I will keep it forever. So that's my first ever deck. Now the last one just came in this morning. I've sold a few tarot recently because I wanted to buy a couple of decks that I've been wanting for a while, and they were a bit more pricey because they're outside of Europe, and as you know, the the post is just crazy. You're paying the deck twice because of the post. So it got here, and that's the package. And I don't know if that gives you a clue. So I've already opened the package a little bit because I don't do unboxings and I don't really watch unboxings. I think by the time it's all unboxed, it's at least 5 minutes, and so I already opened the package. So what's in it? There's a card, and yay, I bought the mini version of the Orbifold Tarot. So congratulations on your purchase. Now Michael, who created this deck, has a YouTube channel. Let me open that. Has a YouTube channel where he explains how to work with it. I know when you first look at it, it's not the most obvious tarot to work with. Let me do this without killing the box. See, that's the thing about unboxings. Oh, it takes forever. Here it is. So let's take that off. I don't even know how it opens. Oh, it opens like that. There's a little flap with a little book. Oh, it's funny. It's like my first tarot. It opens like this with the elements and the colors, and then you have the cards here. It's a very pretty little box with a magnetic flap. One form, 4 elements, infinite possibilities. Patterns and change, chaotic rhythms, endless cycles. Then you've got the infinity sign here. It's just a lovely, lovely box. I mean, yeah, I know, who cares about the box, but still, it's nice. It's not the box you're reading. Oops. So, the first card is the Void. Then you have manifestation. Then we've got the Fool, Magician. So all the colors have obviously significance, and then once you learn the color and the shapes, you're in it. And why I wanted the mini deck is because I want to do a big spread like the Grand Tableau, but do it like a mandala shape. And what better tarot to use for a mandala than this one? So I'll show you a little bit. So page there. So it's all elements, and the colors are, if you like me, read chakras. Yum yum yum. So I finally got it. It's been months and months I've been looking at it, and then I thought I could not, obviously it's black edged, I could not justify, paying twice for a deck, but this is really what I want before it's not there anymore. And I really wanted the mini version. So I asked Michael about, if I was losing a lot by getting the mini version. And as you can see, it's still very readable. Just I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. At the same time, you know me by now. I mean, look at the universe. This is the universe, right? At the same time, I don't want 100 clones of a Rider-Waite. This is not me. And I'm always on the lookout for new ways of reading decks and looking at decks. And it enriches my own interpretation, even when I use other decks. Then I just show you randomly just because. So that's the last deck. That's fresh from the post, arrived today. Thank you, Michael. I will cherish it. I have another one like this that's on my wish list, and I'm about to buy. It's the Starlight Dragon, because that's, once again, it's a completely different system. Although it's a tarot, I'm still staying in a tarot. But welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. And with these extra cards, Void and Manifestation, when you listen to Michael on his channel, you can see how every detail, every concept has been thought about and visualized and tried and put together. And first of all, the object is beautiful. The backs, I didn't show you the backs. See how it goes in a hand. It's yes, I know. I'll put it down. I will put it down. So that's my new baby. Oh, I didn't show you inside the box because I know some of you like inside of the box. Wisdom resides within all, and explore the chaotic patterns and rhythm of life's endlessly changing cycles. Yeah, beautiful. So that's the last one. And the always one that, is my go-to deck, will always be my go-to deck. And even though I counted them, I've got 70 decks, right? But then I've been interested in tarot since I was 15. So, you add it up, it's not that many for all these years, but still it's a lot. But my go-to deck that no other tarot will ever replace, because not only it's got my energy, I did all my professional readings with it, all my personal readings, and this tarot unveiled to me chakra readings, and that's the back. That's the Aquarian tarot. I can't tell you what year because I've lost everything about it. I don't have a box anymore. I don't have a booklet anymore. It's been too long. But apart from being not white anymore on the side, they are in such good shape. Even because they're nearly as old as my first tarot. And honestly, look at that. They still look white and nice. And I think that's when they were still printed in Belgium. I won't see that here. US Games, it says, but I don't have no, I can't see if there's a year on it. Oh yeah, there is. But I'm not sure I can read it. Is it 1979? I'm not sure. But anyway, old. And yeah. I know they've just made one in a tin and they've reissued it, but I don't know why they've done that. They've put white borders on the back. I don't get it. I've seen a trimmed version on it, but honestly, it's a very hard one to trim, and I'll tell you why. Because I won't touch it anyway. Not this one. If I trim one, I'll rebuy one. See the titles at the bottom? They're uneven, as in, they're not the same sizes. Let's see if we can see the year looking like that. Oh, it's the other way around. My eyes. 1970 or 70. Bah, I'll have to look. So yes, this tarot, I was reading it, and one day I started seeing chakras on it. And it's not that the colors are vivid or anything, it's just that by the drawing, and I know that David Palladini didn't mean to, because when he did this tarot at the time, he wasn't that familiar with tarot, which is interesting, isn't it? Because it's one of the best selling tarot ever. But I started seeing chakras, and that was that. I started looking at it, doing chakra readings. Oh, look how beautiful she is. And got successful with it. And it brought me on a whole new path. Now I'm doing the chakra challenge this month on YouTube, and I'm not using this one because I'm testing other decks, because I've only been reading chakras with this one. I have attempted others, but I know this is the one that talks to me about it. Yeah, it's funny because look, this one is like orange and brown, and it's not really, but then there's the white rose, and there's the throat chakra. Look at it. So there is information, although it's not exactly vivid colors. You know that when David Palladini drew this deck, he drew it for someone, sorry, I can't remember the name, and he just sent his drawings. And I think a year later, he saw in the stores, he didn't know that it had been published. I hope he got paid for it. So it's very Art Nouveau style. The Three of Cups. I love everything about that Three of Cups. And there you go. So, first, last, and always. I can't wait to see yours. See you soon. Bye.